Welcome back, everybody. I should check make sure my heart's that room.
What?
I said, "Oh shit, I should check make sure my heart." Okay, it does. I just realized how much room my hard drive had.
Well, welcome everybody. This is how it works. how the game is played.
How you doing?
Good.
How was your Christmas?
Christmas was good. There was. Do you want to know if there was a Santa Claus?
I do, man. I was thinking about that like many times over the last few days.
He's too young to understand at this point still. So no.
But I mean, he'll remember that kind of vaguely next year when it happens.
All he remembers about Christmas is that he got to open a shit ton of gifts, and he realized when we started telling him he could open gifts, it was, and he just grabbed everything and started ripping into it as like.
But don't you think he'll remember like coming down on Christmas morning and there being like a stocking with candy in it and like presents that aren't wrapped and stuff like that?
Let's break this down for a second here. You don't come down on Christmas morning to a stocking with candy in it. That is not a Christmas tradition. You don't have candy in a stocking.
The fuck you don't?
You have
what are you
gifts
talking about?
in a stocking. Stocking is for little. That's why they call things stocking stuffers. It's little cheap gifts that go in the stocking.
And candy.
No.
What world are you living in?
There ain't no candy in those stockings.
Yes, there is. There absolutely is. Have you not gone to the stocking stuffing aisle and listen, motherfucker, you've crossed your mind. You're crazy.
Now
you're crazy, Jeff.
You've just changed what Santa Claus does, like for your own.
No. Yep. This is crazy talk. I can't believe we're having this conversation right now.
No.
Like on the candy aisle in Walmart, like there's all the stuff that Santa puts in the stocking.
Yeah, when we go trick or treating on Halloween, people put wrapped presents in our Halloween baskets, and when we the Easter basket, it's filled with steak and with calculators and anything that's not candy, right? Christmas has nothing to do with candy.
You know those giant ass Santa Clauses, the giant ass chocolate Santa Clauses?
I have no idea what a giant ass Santa Claus.
What was your childhood like? I am going
presents.
to.
You don't get no.
I'm gonna break in your house
Santa
one
Claus.
Christmas and fucking leave a stocking so you know what life is like.
Dude, I wish you were like your mind was in play right now, because I want to know what your mind says about all this, because I think your mind's gonna think you're crazy.
I wish I was live too. I really do, because no, absolutely not. I tried to type in my Discord, but it made my game minimized, so I can't do that right now.
I will tell you what I'm doing right now is I'm checking villagers.
I guarantee you the comment section will
say how crazy you are for thinking that Christmas is all about candy.
It's not all about candy, but have you never seen a Christmas movie? Have you never? I mean,
I don't remember any Christmas movie where the stockings were filled with candy.
It's not only candy, but there's certainly a proportion that is candy.
What candy do you put in there? Is it you just talking like one candy cane hanging out the top? Because that I can
No,
buy.
Absolutely not. But they do make the candy canes that have like Reese's in them. Like I have one on my desk because Santa left me one, Jeff, in my stocking.
I mean, isn't it sad to be a 7-year-old who believes in Santa Claus?
It's not sad to be a 7-year-old that believes in Santa.
You saw that stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, about 7-year-olds can believe in global warming, but 70-something, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was because, like, Trump, like, was giving a 7-year-old a hard time, apparently, about believing in Santa Claus.
Was he?
Yeah, that's where that came from. It didn't come from nowhere. It was like...
I just thought people were just making a meme.
No.
That's stupid.
No, it was because he, like, was giving a 7-year-old a hard time about Santa Claus.
That's fucking dumb. What a man baby. Anyways, let's not get off topic here, because I want to take you shopping, even oh my god.
Hold on. I'm gonna I wish I had OBS running so I could Google this on my video instead of my Fraps thing, so it just shows a pause window. I'm gonna Google standard stocking items, or because I can't say stocking stuffers because that's gonna come up as like products. What do I fill a stocking with? Let's type in that. fruits, nuts, berries. What?
Yeah, we always got an apple, an orange, and like walnuts and stuff like that too.
This list only shows dollar store type toys is the only non-food item on this list, which that's insane. It's pure insanity. No, there's not. There's no candy in these things. Like this picture I'm looking at now, there's no candy in any of these stockings. Projects, cologne, necklaces.
Like,
article I'm reading.
I have grown up, and I was a child that received stockings every year from Santa. They always contained candy. They did always contain, like I said, an orange and an apple and some nuts as well. I have witnessed what Santa has left my daughter every year, and it has contained candy that comes from Santa's area in
the North Pole.
I'm trying to read what the fuck Honey Plate says because I asked her.
Wait, what'd she say?
I don't know.
Give a reindeer credit. Wait.
I don't even know what she's saying.
She's saying no, that you're insane.
No, she's not.
She's saying
not.
You're insane. What color was the freaking librarian, by the way?
In what?
The villager. What? Is he purple? I thought he was purple. Apparently he's the only way that we can get mending books, somebody told me in the comments. So I'm trying to find him again so I know how much money he costs. But we got too many damn villagers. I can't figure out which one he is. And he is right. So I don't understand. So what do you do? Like, what does the Easter Bunny give? Is it only candy, or does he also give gifts?
Our Easter Bunny always puts some Shopkins and that type of stuff in.
Shopkins? What the hell's a Shopkin?
You don't know what a Shopkin is? What are you doing?
What is a Shopkin?
Become a parent right now, Jeff. You got a damn lot to learn.
What is a Shopkin?
For fuck's sakes. They're little toys. They're little toys for kids.
So why don't you just say a toy for children?
Because it's not just any toy. It's a Shopkin.
It's a Shopkin? Well, say it. Yeah. Thank you, honey. That's
wait.
Right,
she says
honey.
Santa doesn't leave stockings. Is what she's saying.
Oh.
She's saying Santa doesn't even leave stockings, Jeff. So her opinion is also right the fuck out.
See, I think it's a mending guy. Wait, mending guy. This is we got him bottled. We got him name tagged. He's just hard to find. He's white. Remember, he's white. Book and 9.
I'm sweating. I'm so mad right now. I just want you to know.
How you could be so mad because you're wrong? Is that why you're mad?
No, I'm absolutely. That's what's making me angry. Is that you? I mean, honestly, this can be a matter of opinion. I mean, you already are Mr. fucking Grinch, anyways.
I named this guy Mending Guy, and he doesn't even have a mending book. I don't understand. I'm not a Grinch just because I'm a realist, man. I think it's insane that you. So I used to have. I still have them. They still exist. They're still alive and everything. But my cousins, and it used to drive me insane, is because their parents would, for some reason, make every holiday was special. And on St. Patrick's Day, the St. Patrick's Day leprechaun left them gifts.
The what left gifts?
The St. Patrick's Day leprechaun left them gifts.
What?
What is channeling, by the way? That's one of the enchants that we can get. Like, there's no more mending book in this library, and there's a channeling book, though. What is channeling?
I have no idea.
Like
it's something to do with
a psychic?
No, it's probably something to do with Trident.
Well, that's
okay. The top 3 items. Here's an appropriate list of the top 3 items that are commonly put inside of a stocking.
From Fox News.
Oranges, for example. This is
oranges?
Yes, I just said that a minute ago.
Oranges. You somehow think that it's appropriate to fill a stocking with oranges.
You normally put 1 orange in the stocking. Yes.
Why would you put an orange in a stocking? This is insanity.
There's actually there was another article. I was trying to look this up. Why oranges are the #1 item for stockings? I'll go fucking read that in a second.
And people are ridiculous? Is that why? Because I would buy that answer.
Probably from like back in the day, whenever we were all poor, Jeff. Earlier, my daughter asked me, in fact, did you used to get oranges in your stocking? And I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, we did. She's like, were you poor? I was like, yeah, we were. She's like, oh, okay. I think that's why Grandma got them, too, because she was also poor.
Oh, so she asked because the same family that you are part of, somebody in that family got oranges in their stocking. I think this is more of a ridiculous...
It is literally the most common item, according to Google. The most common item.
Tradition that you have.
I don't put oranges.
Oranges.
I mean, Santa doesn't put oranges in her stocking. All right. Next is nuts. Number 3 is candy. Number 4 is gum and mints. Number 5,
this is the same list I was just telling you that there's one non-food item on this list, and all it says is small toys from the dollar store. That is a ridiculous list. You do not fill stockings with everything except for toys.
Do.
No, you don't. No.
The toys are outside of the stocking, Jeff. Santa puts the toys outside of the stocking.
So stockings are only for non-gifts, is what you're saying.
Hold on.
I'm about to win this argument right now. You know the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song?
Maybe, I don't know.
Who doesn't know this song? And if you don't know this song, then you're not doing Christmas right. Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song. Alvin wants the biggest stocking. It's all the pictures. He's got the ridiculously big stocking.
Jeff.
It's not because he wants more oranges than his friends.
He's a chipmunk. They probably put all their stuff in stockings. They're tiny.
You think the chipmunks put all their stuff in stockings?
Probably.
The chipmunks just steal stockings after Christmas. Put all their stuff in there.
What do you find in your stocking Christmas morning? This is the article about why we apparently put oranges in stockings, by the way. Here's why we put oranges in stockings at Christmas. Aside from the requisite candy canes and other fun
candy canes. I said if it was a candy cane, I would understand.
I said and other candy.
And oranges. Does it say and oranges? Because I doubt it says and oranges.
No, this whole article is about oranges. This whole article is about oranges.
Oranges.
And fun stocking stuffers. I always know there will be an orange resting in the toe of my stocking. What I thought was simply a sweet family tradition actually has a lot more meaning, and it's pretty interesting. Enough to make two friends yell at each other. My grandmother... It says my
grandmother was an orange farmer.
Yeah. My mother continued, and my husband, who also remembers finding orange in his stocking on Christmas, and I plan to carry this out in our family, blah, 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 blah. We've uncovered 4 explanations for how the tradition of oranges came to be. Number 1, St. Nicholas and his sacks of gold. One explanation for this tradition stretches back hundreds of years to St. Nicholas, who was born in now present-day Turkey. He inherited large sums of money. He devoted his life to helping others, eventually became a bishop. According to the story, St. Nicholas learned of a poor man who wasn't able to find suitors for his 3 daughters because he didn't have any money for a dowry. St. Nicholas traveled to his house and tossed 3 sacks of gold down the chimney for each of the dowries. The gold happened to land in each of the girls' stockings where they were hanging to dry.
I don't know about you, but gold sounds a lot more like a gift as opposed to a fruit to me.
It doesn't sound like oranges, I'll give you that. The oranges we received today are a symbol of the gold that was left in the stocking. Number 2, a treat during the Great Depression. This is what I actually surmised on my own, was that it was probably something during the Depression where something like an orange was a luxury. And yeah, during the Great Depression in the 1930s, money was tight and many families simply didn't have the means to buy gifts. Instead, it was such a treat, even a luxury, to find things like a sweet orange or some walnuts in your stocking during Christmas.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you put in oranges and walnuts because during the Great Depression you couldn't afford the normal thing you put in stockings, which was gifts. Is that what you just said? Is that what you remember?
There was sugar rations, Jeff. You couldn't even get sugar because it was rationed, so you couldn't make sweets.
We got a phantom problem, by the way.
I know that's why I'm in here reading about oranges.
But did you or did you not say it was because people couldn't afford gifts, So it was the cheap thing to do.
They couldn't buy
the
gifts at all. They didn't get anything.
Yeah,
They got fucking
because
orange.
you're supposed to give gifts, and when they were poor, they gave oranges because they couldn't afford gifts.
I can't wait until the comment section destroys you.
I just destroyed your own argument.
No, you did not.
You
absolutely did not.
Read the sentence again. What are you supposed to give according to that article, but that were instead you're giving oranges because you're broke? What are you supposed to give instead?
You know what? So you're saying during Valentine's Day when you give someone chocolate, that's not a gift?
Oh, so your argument now is going to be that the word gift could include chocolate and candy?
Of course. Absolutely it can.
So you're saying stocking stuffers is gifts, which is all inclusive of anything including candy.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that argument and I can buy what you're saying, but there's still traditional things you would give.
Right, and number 3 on that list is candy.
On the fake list that you have that has like gum is number 2.
No, gum is number 4. Gum and
sorry,
mints.
gum was number 4.
Like, have you never been down the fucking aisle for stockings at Walmart?
Of course, I've been on the aisle. I buy stocking stuffers, and it's not candy.
The majority of that aisle is candy.
You know what the major stocking stuffer is in America? Lottery tickets. That's a huge stocking stuffer in America.
I guarantee if my daughter got a lottery ticket, she'd throw it in the trash. She wouldn't even know what it was.
Maybe not for your daughter, for grown-ass adults. We exist too.
You are too busy bah humbugging to even get a
I'm
lottery
not
ticket.
bah humbugging at all. I had a fantastic Christmas with my son who enjoyed Christmas whether or not he understands or believes in the Klaus. The Klaus.
Number 3 is oranges were once a scarce treat. They were hard to find, they're hard to come by, and so that's one of the reasons. And number 4 is it's a season for giving, and since oranges can be easily separated into segments, the ability it's easy to share them with others. Those are the 4 reasons why apparently oranges.
I don't buy that shit at all. That's some fake stuff right there.
Can't believe you never heard of putting candy in stockings.
I know.
I can't believe you don't know what a Shopkin is.
No, like why? What is it? What is a Shopkin? I did not look that up
It's just Google Shopkins. They're like one of the number 1 toys that kids enjoy.
Shopkin.
Yeah, SHOPKIN.
Oh my! I've never ever seen these in my life.
I can't believe. Do you ever go to the toy section in Walmart? You have to. You have a little kid.
Well,
you have
my wife is very, very, very against Walmart. So whenever I go there, I'm
okay. Well, it doesn't.
I'm there on my own, and it's usually just to pick up something I know is on sale at Walmart.
Fuck! 2 of the Shopkin gifts my daughter got this year came from Costco.
Shopkins? Mm-hmm. Never even heard of these things.
They're super fucking popular.
Is it like popular as in Club Penguin popular?
I don't even know how to answer this question.
Did you know what Club Penguin was?
Well, yeah, I was a child.
I didn't until relatively recently when I watched a YouTube video because people make jokes about it all the time. I really had no idea what Club Penguin was.
Really?
And so I watched this YouTube video on it because I guess it was at one point partially owned by Scientologists. And it was
really,
that was coincidence. Like these people wanted to help fund the company, and it turns out they were Scientologists back in the day. And
wow,
and they ended up being like 20 or 25% owners in the company or something like that. And then they had to kind of like let them go when things got a little crazy. But I'd never known like what it was before. People always make jokes about Club Penguin. I just had no idea.
I mean, I never had a Club Penguin account, so I never was a
Club Penguin patron.
Yeah.
Club Penguin stocking stuffer.
I mean, if they made toys, I bet the kids would have loved them back then. And their stockings.
They probably did make toys back then that kids loved.
I think so.
I would bet. I mean, it's got such a household name for something I don't even know what it is, but I've obviously know the name and have heard the name. They've got to be like, whoa.
Maybe.
I would assume.
God. So, Renee's daughter watches this kid on YouTube called Ryan.
Is he the kid who made the most money on YouTube last year?
I have no idea.
The little kid who opens up his gifts, and that's pretty much what he does for his YouTube channel?
I don't think so. I don't know. I've never watched any of his videos, but I've seen them playing in the distance, and it's more like him just like living his life. So I don't know if he probably does open shit too. That's like super popular. So I wouldn't be surprised. But he now has like his own line of toys that they sell in Walmart.
It's gotta be the same. Most paid YouTube 2018, because it was this year. He was like $28 million. Yeah, Ryan Toys Review.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know shit about this. I don't let my daughter watch YouTube. I know what kind of scum make these videos.
Smart move. Smart move.
So I don't have a pickaxe. Damn it.
I just got a new mending pickaxe, by the way, but it was not because I could find the person with the mending book. I coincidentally found we had a chest in the village that we had put a mending book into.
Oh, good. Good. He's got to be in there somewhere, right?
Well, I found both the librarians, but one of them has channeling as a book that I don't remember ever seeing before, and the other one that I named Mending Guy does not have a mending book. So I don't know if
I bet
have
channeling
changed.
guy used to have a mending book, and it's probably changed.
I would bet that is the case as well. So I killed off the green villagers that we had, and hoping that they'll spawn new ones, and maybe they'll be a librarian.
We might just have to trade more with the old library. The one that has channeling, maybe will open up.
Oh, I think
again.
it is later in the tier now, and they'll open up more. I didn't even think about that.
But anyways, this Ryan kid, this Christmas was selling these fucking golden eggs that were $75, I guess, and they basically contained a bunch of like Dollar Tree garbage. But like a handful of people could win a golden ticket to meet Ryan.
To meet him?
Yep.
Dude, I'll sell everybody here for $75.
I'll sell you the straight up fucking ticket.
I was gonna say, I'm debating like, do I have to pay like your way here? Like, if you get here for $75, you can meet me. Like, no problem.
Oh, you won't even charge $75 if they can make it there.
No. If you can make it here and you got that ticket that you bought from me for $75, then
I see.
Then I'll meet you.
I mean, think about how many damn people we've met over the years. I never got paid a damn dime.
I know. I think I ended up paying them more, like with my flights and stuff that I paid for.
Right. It costs so much money to meet all these people.
Yeah. I've been doing like myself. I've been paying to meet my fans for all these years.
Right. Apparently, these damn motherfuckers are top paid kid. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Which I had never heard of him before, so I was really shocked when the list came out because PewDiePie was, if I recall, like number 3 or 4. But I mean, but it's so the thing is, I think this stuff didn't account for Dan TDM. Wait, PewDiePie's like number 7. So I'm looking at the list right now. Dude Perfect was actually number 1.
I don't know who that is either.
The highest paid YouTuber is Ryan, and then Dude Perfect's pretty awesome. They're this group of people who, they basically are really, really, really good athletes, and they've had videos for years where they'll go out to like a golf range and be like, we are changing up the rules. And like one of the episodes I saw, they basically had a softball bat with a softball, like a Nerf football. They had all these different stupid little toys, and instead of using golf clubs, they got their choice at every shot. They had to use one item, and they couldn't use the same item like on the same hole. And they would literally just start at a normal like place where you'd tee off of in a golf course and like hit a softball, and wherever that went to, that was where their next shot was that they were going.
Okay.
Like they do shit like that, and they've done it for years, and they got really popular over the last like 2 years. I think they've been like gaining in popularity, but the last 2 years they've gotten really up there and got a lot of sponsorship deals. So they really started taking off. But I think a lot of these numbers are sponsorship deals as well.
Probably
because like this.
Well,
kid,
I mean,
it doesn't say what he made. It says Dude Perfect made 20 million last year. Dan TDM, whoever that is, made 18.5. Jeffree Star made 18.
Dan TDM is the Diamond Minecraft guy. You've met him before, or at least I'm pretty sure.
It's possible. I mean, I just might not recognize the name as Dan TDM. Markiplier is up there at 5. Vinos Gaming?
I don't know that one either.
I don't know that one either. Jacksepticeye, and then PewDiePie, and then Logan Paul. That's like what's on the list that I'm looking at. So a lot of names that I very well do know, and then a lot of names I'm not 100% certain who they are on there. But they're all between 14.5 and 20 million.
God,
so
I mean, Fuck. That's just ridiculous.
Well, you know what? It's funny because you think that stuff's ridiculous, but I'm a huge fan of watching the NFL. And when I see some of these players like Le'Veon Bell this year, who didn't even play because he's trying to make sure he's healthy for his next contract, and he just like fucked over the team that is currently paying his salary, he's getting like $1.8 million per game or something like that. That he
I feel like you shouldn't get paid if you're not playing.
Well, I don't think he is getting paid because he's not playing this particular year, but it's that. But that's what his contract is. That he's like is somewhere in that range per game he gets paid.
I don't feel like anyone should ever take him on their team because of that bullshit either. But I'm sure they will.
Honestly, it's funny because I was also extremely sure that they would. People aren't seeming to chomp at the bit for him right now. Granted, we'll wait until his contract officially ends now that the season's coming to an end, and next season we'll see what happens. But I would agree. I would love for the NFL to band together and just be like, you know what? Fuck that guy. If he's going to do that to his team in the last year of his contract because he wants to like...
I mean, you'll be the next team that gets fucked like that, basically.
Yep. However, I do think Kansas City might snag him up. That's my prediction because they just lost their star in that position for some like rape allegations and things like that. So, but that guy, unlike previously in the NFL, he was like immediately fired once it went public. Who knows how long the NFL knew for? I don't know if they're going to let him back in the NFL, which is like one of the first times that you have a player that they're not going to let back in the NFL, it seems, because,
Well, maybe they're tired of all the negative publicity from having rapists
play
their game.
Which is true, and also makes me wonder, are they going to put up with this shit from this other guy, too, who's fucking off his contract?
Yeah, because, I mean, that could become a constant problem. Like, what if everyone fucking did that? Then you don't have a game anymore.
Yeah, I'm not in any way putting him up on the same level with, a rapist or anything like that. But I'm saying I think the NFL is stricting up on some of these things because they don't want to set a precedent for a bad thing.
Right.
And this is another, like you said, bad thing that other people don't want to get fucked over by the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, I guess that's a good spot. We can end this episode. We can all agree that candy goes in stockings.
We can all agree that stockings exist.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
See you guys.